Let's go on. Welcome to this actual vlog. I'm gonna be setting up this office today and I'm gonna take you along for the ride. This is fresh new carpet, just laid. You can see the offcuts over there. So the carpet has literally just gone down. The guy has gone away. We need to let this settle for a couple of hours, I think. And then we'll be putting some shelves in. Okay, we are done and set up. We've got our shelves here, these are back in. Got our cool top, which I'll show more later. I got my PC set up, so now it's time to sort out some books. So the first thing to do will be to empty out the bookcase downstairs and then re-put what I want on that bookcase. So there's basically a lot of double stacking going on. So I need to figure out what is staying on there, what's coming up here, and then we can organise. I also have some new books and manga that's been shoved in here for now. And just skirting around my dirty washing. I've got these here. This is my bedside table, so I don't want all of these here. I guess this should be like the easy reading bedtime section. So yeah, these are gonna make it onto the shelves. I'm an idiot. So I put time lapse on to do the first video of me taking all the books off the first shelf, and never turned it off again. So everything that I said has not been picked up, but that's okay. That's okay. I'll show some. I guess I'll use some of it to show me shuffling things around. It does mean I'll have to retake the video I've done of the downstairs shelf as well. I will catch you up again on what's happened. So, books on the shelf downstairs are sorted, so I will show you a video of that. That's the one that I will be staring at the most because I have a good view of it from the sofa. So I want like my favourite / prettiest books to go there, and like collections that look really nice together, which means a lot of the books that come up here are a little bit more hodgepodge, but not entirely. I have saved some nice ones to come up here, so I will show you what I have done. Well, this is everything in its entirety. There are huge gaps, but that is fine. That is the plan. I want space right now, because I want to be able to buy more books, and it's nice to know that I actually have space for those books at the moment, plus some space for decorative objects that can be moved. Speaking of, let's get you out of the corner. Pushing, there we go. Okay. So let's start over here with my Hatsune Miku. I swatted this in Japan. I did not bring this back with me because it was in a crane game, and I knew I was going to spend like $60 to win it at least, and I managed to buy it for like 30 odd quid. So I'm happy with that. So I didn't actually place it there. I plugged it there, but she can stay there for now. I need to go around and collect all of my mini notebooks and sort them out and put them here. I also have a load of stationery, but I might wait until I have an organizer before I sort all that out. Now on to the books. This is a bit of a misc. This is kind of YA fantasy-ish. This is the most confusing book in the world. So YA plus other bits, randomly the First Witcher, Ninth House, which is amazing, Mogwell's amazing. Coming down here, we've got my Joanne Harris Loki books. Very nice. Oh, and that's my book. Oh. Yeah, with this is the proof copy, so for checking everything, so not for resale. But you know, I'll sell it, it's my book, I'll do what I want. Clara and the Sun, I like facing this out because the pop of colour on the shelf is really nice. Over here we've got my chunky fantasies. This season is towards the top of my TBR, but seems to get shuffled back down, so I really need to prioritise that soon. Only just bought these two. I really need to do a book haul video to run through everything I bought in December, cause it was a lot. Just finished this Empire of the Vampire. Finished this one last year. Here we've got the so this was a key part of the putting everything together in the video, but we're just going to jump straight to the finished product. So yeah, we've got my China Miéville books. I really love the design of these. They all have a very similar style. Even though they're not a series, these two are in the same universe, but other than those, like, these are different worlds, completely different stories, but China Miéville gets these very cool looking covers. Got my stone owls, which are preventing this from falling over, which is really handy. I picked them up because they looked great, but turns out they actually work really well as bookends, which is really nice to know. Dune is just off on its. I'm reading the second one right now, which is why it's on its lonesome. Sort of like these classics. They're so different from my Japanese classics that they're just on their own at the moment. Down here we've got all of the sort of fantasy books that I have bought at some point through the years and either never read or not finished. These have actually survived a unhauling, a decluttering, because I do really want to get to them. So hopefully putting them on display will help remind me that I need to read them. Then over here we've got some books that are a mix of gifted and sort of lent, borrowed, whatever. So it's sort of these 5. So I need to get on these so that I can either give them back or find out what I need to do with them. Moving along, we've got my writing books. Hopefully I'll be doing a lot more writing in this room, so it's nice to have them on hand. Some Japanese textbooks and 2 dictionaries. Don't ask me why I've got 2 dictionaries, but I do. A mix of non-fiction. I finished reading this one fairly recently, had a lot of fun with it. It's all about food and British history. It's really good. This one bought recently. I really need to make some time for it. I think it's gonna... Oh, it's chunky and it's gonna be a heavy read. I'm also interested in starting this one. I actually picked this up from a charity shop. But we started the series, the TV series with Michael Keaton that's all about the OxyContin stuff. And I think this would be really good to read alongside that. So mix of nonfiction. Then we've got, these are kind of like folk tales and myths. I thought I ended up with like a small collection of them, so I thought it'd be nice to get them together. These are comedy-ish. This one's definitely comedy. This one's comedy, but it is very important, I think. Cool. And next we have my Japanese vintage classics from Penguin. These are so pretty. So gorgeous. But I think I've spotted something about these that kind of bugs me. Is it me, or is this one like ever so slightly shorter than the rest? They're a set. This will bother me forever. I have just finished this one. It was really, really good, and I'm probably going to do a video about it because I need to talk about it. Moving on, another Japanese classic. Haven't read it. I've started it like a couple of times, so I need to actually commit to finishing it. Books from Japan for helping sort of like test my kanji, but well, I say kanji, I haven't really started on kanji yet. But this is the cutest book ever, so hey, even if you don't know Japanese, you're still gonna get some enjoyment from it. Japanese, so more translated fiction from Japan, Press and Egg, which I love. Moving on to sort of like, these are a bit of an art, so like worldly stories, I guess. Going into a mini Quillette selection. I guess it seemed the best way to organise it. I will pick up the second Aristotle and Dante at some point, so good to know that I got space for it. Here's my mini horror collection. It feels like I don't have a lot of Junji Ito, but I think that's because I've read a lot of it digitally, so this is all I own physical, and that's fine. Susanna Clark, what an amazing book, just on its own, being fabulous. Oh, and here are my bookmarks. So I need a cup or something. I do actually use bookmarks. I hate folding pages. So I could do with a cup or something. So I need to move over to the right, where we've got some light novels. I picked these up because I thought they looked really interesting. There's not really much information about them. So I picked two of these up because they were on sale. And turns out they were like number 6 and 8 in the series. So I had to get the first ones in the series to actually see what it was about. See if I wanted to keep them. Spoiler, it's utter trash. It is the trashiest book. Like, they're the trashiest books ever, but they are great, easy reads to squeeze in between big, chunky fantasy books. So I'm actually making my way through them. A bit of sneaky Azumanga Daioh. We've got a bit of an owl thing going on with my owl lamp. And here we have these like indie comics moving into regular Marvel comics. Some more comics over here. Got Scott Pilgrim. The manga, my huge Blue Exorcist collection with my boy. And then some fruits basket. And that is everything. Oh boy. Well, thank you for sticking around. I need to remember to actually record the shelf downstairs after messing up the video. But thank you for joining me. Hopefully you've enjoyed seeing all my books. And I might do an update when I've got a few more books and I've organised my stationery and stuff. Would organising would that be a fun video? I don't know. I like stationery. And I know the people like stationery too. But that's it for now. Thank you. And have a good day. Bye!